Mhm. Let's see here. Am I live? Hi, Mia. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I'm getting myself situated. Abby is so playful, guys. Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, hello. Hi, hi, cutie. Let me find the Disney Color schedule. Alright, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Disney Colorathon. Apparently, it looks like I'm the first one. So here's it. Oh, this needs to focus. 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 Can you guys even see it? You got it, Vicky. Thanks for hosting. So this is how far I got last night. I couldn't finish the background in time. Hi, Alana. Let's see who else is here. We've got Mia, Vicky, Alana, and Kenny. Hello, ladies. Oh, and Heather. Hello, ladies. All right, so, last night I was working on this and trying to get as much done of the background before the show today. Actually, I'm still working on it. Hi, Sue. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mia. You can't sleep. I hate that. I hate that. Okay. We have everything we need, I believe, to get started. So I'm just gonna start pulling some paint and some brushes and get going. Hi, Adri. Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope that you guys can see this. It's actually still dark a little bit outside. We had a storm roll in last night, but I am not complaining about that because the weather changed and it's no longer super duper hot. So now I'm not like dying in the heat. It's actually cool today. I had to put on like long pants. So okay. Well, thank you, Vicky. You guys can see me working on this a little bit here and there throughout my channel over the past 2 weeks. I did a couple of impromptu streams about it. We need this. So I have my paint box here today because I'm probably going to use quite a lot. I'm just pulling in a couple of brushes. Okay, what colors do I need? I'm gonna work on the background still, unfortunately, but we can get most of it done. Let's see here. Hi, Louise. Well, thank you, Lana. It's not quite done yet, but I've started to get there. Last night I did a lot of this sky, but looking at it this morning when it dried, I still need to add some lights and some glow to the lanterns, but it's all completely dry now, so that's good. And this was very textural, so I'm glad it's dry. This has like a lot of paint on it. And I did I did finish most of the city back here, so that's why I could put the lights over it. But I have to work on the bridge still, a lot more of the water and the foreground here. So we're going to be doing some background work, unfortunately. If you guys want, when we have a couple more people here in a little bit, I'll be holding a giveaway later today. So we'll just see how many people we have. Hi, Tracy. Who else is here? Tony. Hello, everybody. Okay, let's just get going. So, we'll be doing a little bit of a giveaway too. And just shout out to my little sister. She did my fingernails again. She did like an ombre thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like, it almost looks like French tips. But she did this funny thing where she painted a sponge and then like, yeah, it was pretty funny. Anyway, okay, so thank you to my little sister for painting my fingernails again. Alright. So I'm just gonna palette up. You guys can see I reuse my palette until it's so bumpy I can't even brush on it. Well, Mia, if you have to sleep, sleep, because this will be here. Maybe we'll do the giveaway when we've got like at least 25 in here. So we're almost there now, but maybe we should wait a little bit. Alana, I have a video already at time. Let me just find it. I apologize ahead of time if I'm nervous in it, because that was an early video before I became comfortable with doing them. Let's see. I'll send you the link and you can go watch that. There it is. So, okay, sorry. Yeah, Amanda, unfortunately, it looks like YouTube is gonna give me trouble today, and I don't know what to tell you about that. There's nothing I can do, or at least nothing I know how to do. Yeah, you can try refreshing, but if it's on my end, like if YouTube is buffing on my end, then there's no amount of refreshing anybody's gonna be able to do. We'll see how this goes. But we'll do the best we can, right? With what we got. It's always my philosophy. We can make it work. Yep. Sorry, guys. Oh, and I apologize too. I think I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold. With the change of the weather, sometimes I get sick. But, yeah, so my answer, basically what I do is I print it out, I scanned it, I printed it out onto regular printer paper, and just applied the whole entire page right to the canvas. Now there's several other techniques, which if you guys are interested I can go over, like gel transfer, which I was talking about with Belinda. And I used to do that a lot back in high school, actually. I would do gel transfers onto mixed media pages on a canvas. But they weren't coloring pages, they were just drawings that I did that then I printed out and transferred onto canvas. So, yeah, I'll have to do some more demos. Oh! Okay. Yeah, that's okay, Mia. I think it happens every fall when the weather changes. Like, I don't know why, but I think I'm sensitive to temperature changes, especially because it seems like every fall and spring when the temperature really shifts, I get sick for like a couple days. But I woke up this morning with a sore throat. I was like, oh, fantastic. Figures, right? That's okay. Like I said, we just make it work. It's okay. Nothing serious. Yeah, it's just normal printer paper. I didn't do any special prep for the printer paper. Just printed it out. And then I used, hold on, I'll get this stuff I used. You can use the Golden brand. There's several different brands. I use Liquitex because I generally use the Liquitex heavy body acrylics. So I just like to, I don't know why I keep the brands consistent, but I usually find this stuff on sale, or I use a 40 or 50% off coupon at the store. It can get expensive, but it's so worth it. It's better than glue. You can use it like a glue, and you could use this for collage. You can use it to seal it in or to prep surfaces. So this is a really handy thing if you're, oh, thank you, me. My sister did them. This is a really handy thing to have around if you're painting in acrylic. So just put this down here. Let's see, is everything on the palette? No. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways to get the job done. There's no really right or wrong way. But yeah, photo transfer, gel transfer, it's all the same stuff. It's really, really cool. Photo transfers are really easy to do. Like, once you see how it's done, guys, it's so easy. So I can do that in a video. I haven't done one in a long time. I just, for the sake of convenience, just threw it on there. So. Alright. Oh, hello, Belinda. Thank you for joining me, too. Okay. Alright. We've got our stuff on our palette. Just FYI, the colors that I'm using, I'll just show you guys really quick before we get started, just to answer any questions ahead of time. Let's see, which one did I have? Not this one. Actually, I should put that one. I got it out. Okay. So I have a couple of blues. I have Ultramarine blue red shade. Got this light blue violet, and you can see I swatched my colors if I'm not as familiar with them. So I just picked this up recently, actually specifically for this page. So I just swatched them right on my tube, a real bit of the actual color, so I know how it dries. Oh no, wait, that's not a blue. We've got Cobalt Blue, and we've got Prussian Blue. Yeah, Lana, why not? Yeah, I mean, you can use any medium you want on your coloring pages. And then I have some pinks here, which I don't really use a lot of, so I picked up this cheaper brand. This is Permanent Rose from Galeria. And you can mix brands, there's no problem with that. This is Opera Rose. I actually got this in the clearance bin. It's super transparent, but I really like the color. Then we have this medium magenta. Yeah, it's not often I use pinks, Mia, but this page called for it. And then we have Naples Yellow and Cadmium Yellow, medium. Now, you guys will see in acrylics, I rarely, if ever, will buy secondary colors. So the colors we will be making today are all mixed from those. That's what I used so far. So any peaches or neutrals we're going to make most likely. We might add some browns later for the boat and the foreground. But okay, so before we start, let's mist up. To keep my palette wet for up to 8 hours in a session, you're going to see me do this throughout the video. I just mist it until it's wet on the top. And when the painting dries, I mean not the painting, when the when the water dries, then I just reapply, and that keeps my palette wet for a long, long time. So you don't have to worry about wasting paint or putting too much on there. Just put how much you think you're going to use for that session, and then just keep it wet. The Heavy Body acrylic is a matte. It's not as matte as, say, the Americana. Hold on. I should have gotten this stuff out. So I have this this craft acrylic paint, which you guys are probably all familiar with. Dee Dee uses this kind of paint all the time. So this is extremely matte. You can color over this, like with colored pencil. You cannot color over this, even though it's matte. I don't recommend it. There's still some gloss. The only reason why mine is matte is because I mix a lot of water into my paint to keep it fluid. But it does have, where it's heavy, you can see there's definitely more of a shine to it. So it depends on how much water you mix in. Like right here it's matte, and right here I've done it thick, so it's more glossy. So you can't color over this, but you can use any kind of acrylic. So these would work too. I'm just using the paints that I'm used to working with because I have them available to me, and I'm not planning, this is going to be just an acrylic piece. I'm not planning on doing any other media on it. I wish it would focus. Come on, focus. I know it's early, camera. I'm sorry about that. Wakey, wakey. Hello. Oh, well. Hopefully as the light improves. Let me open up this window. Hold on. The blinds I need. The curtain. Let's see if that helps. Whew. My cast shadows though. Let's see. Yeah, camera is sleepy. Exactly. Alright, well, we gotta get going. It'll be alright. Okay. So if anybody has any questions for me, don't forget to put them in caps. And later on, we've got 25 here. Let's see. Actually, before I get started, should I do the giveaway or should we wait until later on? Yeah, I haven't painted in a while either, and painting was where I got started with art. I did draw a little bit, but honestly, guys, like, I'm not a pencil artist, so I'm just gonna start with the lights because they're bothering me the most. So I just have here some white on my brush. So when I started coloring, I had only had, like, I would say maybe no more than 30 colored pencil drawings under my belt at the time. So I was fairly new to the medium, versus like hundreds and hundreds of paintings. So this is actually my preferred medium. This is what I love to work in and what I'm most comfortable working in. And it's funny because, I was uncomfortable when I first started coloring because I was jumping into a brand new medium and a new community and a new way of arting. But you guys know me by now. I like trying new stuff all the time and changing it up, so it didn't bother me too much that I didn't know what I was doing. But I thought I would come back to something I know well for the color-thon. Color-thon? Yes. Zoom in a little. Okay, I'm at the risk of going off camera, but I can do that. With painting, I tend to zone out. I hope that this is a little bit... The camera's having a struggle with the piece because it's actually still dark outside. Yeah, it can be more forgiving for sure. It depends on what you're doing. Um, Thank you, Tracy. So this is, oh, did I tell what book? I don't think I did. Gosh, guys, I'm sleepy too. You know, one of those things. So we're working in Disney's, oh, zoom out for a second and then zoom back in. Come on. So we're working in this book here, and I'll show you guys the page. And, oh, I missed it. Here it is. So this is the page. You can see mine's a lot pinker and bluer. I watched the movie again after so long, and it wasn't this bright then. It was much darker. So I didn't really follow Kinkade's color scheme. I went more with the movie's color scheme. But the line, and I changed some of the line art too. But that's, I mean, I'm still following the lines pretty closely. So that's sort of like, I mean, I changed the lanterns because I just sort of painted over that whole area. But everything's in the general spot. So that's where we're at. Yeah, it is a beautiful book. Let's see. Yeah, Belinda, I have a different video where I showed how to, not this particular one, I did that during a work day. Oh, zoom in, right? I did that during a work day. Oh, that's too much, isn't it? So I didn't record this particular canvas, but I have another one. I think it's the last link I did, yeah. Same technique as that. It's basically just using matte media to stick it right to it. And what I do is I printed a slightly bigger page than this canvas, and I make sure that it overlaps completely. So here's the seam of the paper where it meets the canvas. You guys can see. So I just paint right over the edge. And it becomes one with the paper, I mean with the canvas after a while. But yeah, there's the seam. So you can see I just bent it, I pressed it all the way around. Okay, so let's stick to the pink of the sky and I won't be off camera. Got it. Yeah, sure, no problem. And like I said, I can do a gel transfer demo in the coming weeks, and that way you guys will have videos of both. I could even redo that video. I'll have to watch it back. It might be, it's an older video. That was before I really had a whole lot of subscribers on my channel and I was just fooling around. So I'll have to watch it and see how horrible it is and maybe redo it if it's bad. But at least it has the information in there. That's really the most important part. So you guys see, like, I got really messy just applying this stuff in a big bold way, but now I'm going back in and sort of tidying up my mess. Now I don't want it to be completely perfect. I kind of like the messiness of it a little bit, but I do want to fix up some of these shapes so that they're a little bit more, they look better, you know, they're not so sloppy. And that's okay, we can definitely do that. And then once this stuff doesn't bother me anymore, oh, I'm also adding some brightness just around the opening where the the lantern, like the little candle would be inside the lantern. I kind of did that already to some of them. Yeah, messy. Oh, don't be sorry, you're not late. Gosh, we only just got started. So you missed all the blah, the blabber. Okay, so this guy's in front. There we go. So like a lot of these lanterns I applied with a palette knife to give it some texture. So now I'm just going over the edges and making sure that they look like a lantern edge and not like a big blob. Hi Emily. Who else did I miss come in? Hello, hello. Hi Bethan. I think I said that, but if not, hello. Hello, anybody I missed? I'm sorry if I did. Okay, so this is a little bit more transparent, so it'll dry thinner and lighter. So now I'm just going to use this to glaze some of this spots. That needs more yellow in it. Hold on. I love this scene in the movie so much when she releases the lantern. It's like one of my favorite moments. So I'm glad you guys voted for this page. I love Tangled, such a great movie too. Let's see. Hello, hello. Aww. Yeah, thank you very much to Vicky. You definitely were on to something when you decided to do this one. Because I think people are coloring Disney pages before the colorathon even starts. Hi, Laura. Great name. Let's just fix. I like this stuff to go to the edge here. Oh wait, am I off camera? No. So let's just fix this. And I know it might seem wrong, but I can always add color over the white, but I gotta put the white down first just to make it the right shape. Okay, let me just really quickly, you guys can't see that. So I like to paint the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do like to get the edge continuing the general lights and darks. And I don't know why I do this. I've always done this. I mean, not every painting I've ever done, but most of them I've done this. Yeah, it's a great page. Go for it. Let's see, let's do that. Let's just sort of finish this guy off. Sorry guys, bumping the camera. This is tricky to do on camera. Like, coloring with pencils is not messy. Not the same way that this is. Okay, I probably shouldn't be using my fingers, but whatever. Coloring with, here, let me use the paper towel. Coloring with pencils is not messy, so you don't have to worry so much about like getting paint on the camera, on my phone rather. Hello, Kiki. Who else popped in? We've got 28 watching now. It's 7:30, so I think anybody that was gonna show up is probably here. Let me spray down my thingy now that we're warmed up. Let's do a giveaway. So for my giveaway today, hello everybody. For my giveaway today, I have a page from my book, boop, this one here, and I was going to put stickles on it, but I couldn't decide what color stickles to use. So let's just move that out of the way so I don't get paint on it. So I won't do this here on camera because it's Disney Day, but I did want your help first to pick these stickles. So let's have a quick vote. Let me grab a scrap. You guys can see, these are the colors I have for stickles. So this is like the clear, the diamond one. Blue and silver, clear or blue. Everybody likes blue, huh? Like this one maybe? Like these guys? Some purple. Like these guys? Let's see. Thank you, ladies. Clear or diamond? Yeah, that's the diamond. That seems to be the consensus, these three. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the background with the stars, and also just, you know, probably put them all over the place. But other than that, this piece is finished. I actually already posted it because I just couldn't decide, and I'm like, well, the stickles probably won't show up on a photo anyway. So this is the giveaway here. What I'll do is the winner of the giveaway I'm going to contact. I'll need your address, and then I will just ship this directly to you. It is international, so thank you for the vote, guys, because that helps. I couldn't decide whether to do like a contrast, like a gold, but I think you're right. I mean, it's a very limited palette, so. Oh wait, what? What do you want to see more? Thanks, guys. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, the glitter, I think I put glitter on almost everything, so, but that's okay. What I'll do is I'll take a video of it after I'm done so you guys can see. I don't want to do it on camera because it's definitely Disney Day. But let's do the giveaway really quick. So, I need my, okay, I'm not prepared. I need my tablet. Where is it? Ah, there you are. You rascal. Hiding over here. Oh, it's not working. I have a really old tablet and it doesn't work sometimes. I'll do my random.org on the computer then. Hold on. I'm not really good at this, guys. I'm not like Belinda. Alright! Hey, I've got it. Okay. So, let's pick, since we've only got, how many people here? 32. Let's pick a number from 1 to 50. So before I start, please don't chat while the giveaway is going on. Belinda. I'm just going to say the rules because I'm not fancy like Belinda. So no chatting while the giveaway is going on, just to make it easier. Mods, I'm going to need your help, but you are eligible to join in if you'd like, because they were not warned about this ahead of time. Nobody was. When I say go in the chat, then you can go ahead and put your number 1 to 50, and I'm going to pick one, the one with closest to the number without going over, and it has to be the first person. So if there's a duplicate, then the first person who put it in is the winner. And the other thing is, don't change your number if somebody has duplicated your number or ahead of you. Just leave it as is. That's just the nature of the game. I think I've covered all the rules, but if you're unsure, just ask after the giveaway is over. It's basically Dee Dee and Belinda's rules. So if you guys have attended their chats, you are already familiar. Okay, so let's see. How do I do this? No, that's not it. Okay. Everybody go. And I'll just look at the clock. It's 7:38 a.m. So we'll just hang out until 7:39. All right, in here. Let's see. Abby, you're such a good kitty. Cutie. Abby's not coming up on my desk because she's trained really, really well. I make sure that whenever my paints are out that she knows that she'll get spritzed with this if she gets anywhere near them. So. But I can take you guys on a little ride if you want here. I'm going to take you out of the holder. So anybody who gets seasick, just close your eyes. So I'll be using my computer anyway. So here's my paint box, by the way. Oh, I should... Hey, good thing I looked. This is my really old toolbox that I picked up at a garage sale. And like, it's so messy. Covered with all kinds of different colors of paint. I don't know. It's just great. Here you are, my cutie. Make your little cameo. You playing with your little toy? Your little fishy? Yeah. Hi. Saying hi to everybody? Aw. Hey, Itchy. Hello, cutie. Yeah, you good girl. Alright, yep, it's raining outside, guys. Alright, let's see. It is, okay, time is up. So I'm gonna just say stop. Okay. Going to random.org. Hope you guys can see this. The number is 39. So I'll put this back in the holster. And let's see who won. Alright, 39 is the winner. Let me put that in. And it looks like CB. Connie, I think you won. Woo! Alright, Connie, so just send me an email. To that address, that email with your address. Congrats, Connie. So you're the winner. You get this. And I will stickle it. I hope you like glitter. If not, then I won't. But whoosh, let's get back to painting. Let's put that away so it doesn't get damaged. Okay. Awesome. Alright. So I'm not going to be doing a ton of those giveaways, but every once in a while I thought I would be, especially for special events, I'll be giving away some of my finished pages. Because it seems like a couple people were interested, so let's do that. Whoa, too far, too far. Zoom in that much. It's funny that this looks so different on camera, guys. I can't even, I don't know why. Wish it would focus. Focus. I think it's because it's just so dark out. But that's okay. When I'm finished, I'll take a photo of it. That way it looks more true to color. This is a lot more purpley pink. It's coming out less saturated on the camera, which is funny. Yay! Alright. Yeah, I don't think I've sent you anything, Connie, so I'll definitely need your address. Alright. Back to the little lights here. Now that the white has dried, see, that was actually kind of strategic. I was hoping that the white would dry. So now I'm going to put some yellow and some of this orangey color in. Let's mix them up. Hi, Mary. You think I missed you coming in? Oh, good. You love glitter. Well, good, because it's getting glittered then. And thank you guys for helping me decide, too. Does anybody else suffer from that? Like, when they get to the finish, like, they're like, you know, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if anybody else has that, but, like, sometimes when I finish something pretty close and then I have like a final decision to make, I just waffle. So I think I'll be putting more things to a vote, so that way I can include you guys more in my process. Why not? If I struggle with something. So yeah, I already posted it because I was like, I don't know, I can't decide, so I'm just gonna post it on Insta. Figure that out later. And I never did figure it out. I was like, no. So these lanterns might look simple, but they actually have several different layers of yellows and pinks on them. Oh, thank you, Pickle. Alright, Adri, happy mail is good mail. Yay, CB! Yeah, a couple people asked in one of my other live streams if I would send them a coloring page, and I thought it would be much more fair to just do it as a random generated giveaway, so that way everybody has a shot at it and it's not just, you know, me choosing people, which can get weird. Alright, some of the slightly larger ones, I'm going for a atmospheric perspective here, which is basically where things fade off into the distance with the use of different light techniques. So here I used like a darker pink for the background ones, and now I'm brightening them up as they come forward in space. So for some of the ones that are closer by. I want to kind of put some brightness in. And then some of these I'm going to actually knock back a little bit. Oh, I'm in the top chat party too the whole time. Gosh. I'm sorry, guys. So if I missed anybody, hello, Laura. Wakey, wakey. Oh, man. I need somebody to, like, sit here and tell me, like, no, Laura, you're wrong. Okay, let me just fix this spot up. Let me make sure I'm in camera. Yeah, okay. This brush is too little for what I'm doing, but that's okay. Alright. It's not too early for me, Belinda. It's just that I don't know why, but last night, I think because of the storm, we had a big, gigantic thunderstorm roll through, which I'm glad for because the weather has cooled off and it's now like livable in my apartment, which is a blessing. But that big storm that rolled through last night woke me up several times because there was a lot of thunder, and when there's thunder, Abby will jump right on top of me, and like she gets really worked up in lightning storms and thunderstorms. So oh, am I in the off camera? No. So she jumped on top of me a couple times last night. It was, but you know, I can't really blame her. Like, I totally get it. She used to be an outdoor cat. Before I took her in, she was with another family, and then that family couldn't take care of her anymore, so they gave her to me. But before they took her in, she was a stray on the street. So Abby has had, for a cat at least, quite a life, I think. So she used to live outside, so I could totally understand why she still has that like huge fear of thunderstorms, because I'm sure as a street cat you really have to like find a shelter. Like, I can't even imagine living like that. Poor little thing. Yeah, but that's okay. You know what? She's got the life now, guys. She's got a 6-foot tall cat tree, all the toys she could ever want, and the best food that money can buy. So she went from being street cat to spoiled rotten. But that's right, Belinda. It's late there. That's funny. Being on the other side of the world. It's so cool though that YouTube can bring us close together even though we're so far away. I'm just gonna fix, there's a little bit of issues with this. That's too strong. Let's dab it. There we go. And also just kind of fix up some spots in the background and some shapes that are a little funky looking. I don't mind some of the shapes being funky, but some of them are bothering me, so. I don't like this spot here. Before I put the glow in, I just want to get these lanterns and the background kind of sorted out. Because once you put the glow in, it's really hard to come back from that. There we go. Just fussing now. I'm sorry guys, I really wanted to have this background finished for you, but I just couldn't. It was such a busy work week. And I did paint it a little bit last night while I was watching a couple of videos, but just didn't get to it. Didn't finish. But what I'll do is I can continue to work on it throughout, you know, throughout the piece. Oh, thank you, Belinda. Aw, you're my second super chat ever. Thank you so much. Oh, Belinda. Well, I love your heart too. You guys are great. I do this for you. Oh, Mary, I love this movie too. I actually watched it recently because I was so in the mood for it. I rented it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna rent this movie. I don't have it, but I just rented it. So you guys know you can rent movies on YouTube, right? I thought that was pretty cool, actually. I can put a link to it here. It's in my, here we go. So this is the movie I rented. I actually can still watch it. Looks like I have another couple hours. Maybe I'll watch it after. Ooh. So you can rent the Tangled movie. Thank you so much, Belinda. It's so sweet of you. Just so you know, the money that you guys send in Super Chat is actually going right now towards a new camera mount, so I can mount my DSLR camera and not my cell phone. So what that means is hopefully in the future, because I have a DSLR camera which I use for like photographing my artwork, but I don't have a way to mount it up like I do my phone. So I'm saving up for that, and hopefully the video quality will be a lot better. And that way you guys can see stuff even better. So thank you, thank you. Yeah, Loretta, you can use any one you want. I don't have Amazon Prime or Netflix anymore because I just don't watch a whole lot of TV or movies, so I was actually wasting money. Like, I realized I hadn't used Netflix in like 2 months, and my Amazon Prime I was only using for shipping, but most of the time I buy more than $25 worth of stuff anyway, so you get free shipping regardless. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let these things go. I'm trying to simplify my life a little bit. So, and like, you know, I spent $2.99 on a Tangled movie. That's still less than I'd be spending on my Netflix account. But yeah, Disney Plus sounds really cool. Oh, thanks, Kenny. I hope she likes it. Yeah, Louise, if I want to watch something, I tend to just watch everybody else on YouTube. So I'm the same way. Like, I'm like, I can get all of my entertainment from my coloring friends. So, yeah, if I'm gonna watch anything, I watch you guys, because I don't like watching TV. I don't like watching the news anymore. Like, it just bumps me out. You know, like, I'll read the news if I have to, but, like, really, I just want to chill out and color. So, I have a really stressful job, so a lot of the time, my work day, when it's over, I'm like, I'm done with screens entirely, and I just want to color and relax. So, yeah, that's cool, Loretta. I think you can share accounts, which is really nice about that. Oh, Belinda. If I had little ones, I would totally have a lot more. I only have the Disney movies that I collected back when I was a teenager. You know, when like Disney used to release the DVDs in like limited editions, and like you couldn't get it after a certain time. I don't know if they still do that, But I would buy certain movies. So I have some on DVD. But honestly, I don't like, I have them, but I don't really watch them that much. But yeah, it was really fun to watch Tangled again last night because I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I was like, I should get in the mood for my stream by watching it. So, and I'm just gonna put a little more pink in some of these background ones, and I'm sort of trying to let this dry so that way I can put the glowy bits everywhere. So I'm not really looking, I just sort of remember what the movie was like, so I'm not really looking at anything, but if you want to, you could also look up the movie, like the stills from the movie, or screenshot them if you rented it, like I did. But I remember it being this really beautiful, like, purpley blue background. Hi, Alexandra. Hello, hello. Welcome. We have, I think I said hi to everybody. Okay. So now I'm gonna, since most of these are dry, I'm going to go ahead. I'm taking this really crazy pink, this Opera Rose from Galeria. It's super transparent, so I don't know if you can see, but it like doesn't really have a whole lot of opacity to it even when it's thick. I think this is going to be the perfect glow for our lights. So I'm just going to put this straight out the tube. Let's see how it works. Oh yeah. I'm going to just dab it right on over everything. So I picked up that tube specifically for this because I don't normally use that kind of color, but oh yeah, it's working just how I hoped. Whew. That's kind of nerve-wracking, guys, when you do something you haven't done before on camera and you don't know how it'll turn out. Yay! Okay, this is good. So all the little ones are going to get like just an overall coat of this glow. This will set them back in space because it's sort of dulling down the white, but it also gives them like a soft glowy look. I don't know if you can see the difference, but I can. Oh, Alexandra, how's farts doing? I'll never forget that day when you were like, farts woke me up, and I was like, what? That was so funny. I didn't know that your cat was named Farts back then. So I'm using a really technical technique called the dab. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really know what it's called. I'm just globbing this color on. I don't have a lot of water on my brush because it is a super transparent color, but if you're using a more opaque color, you'll want to water it down with water. You'll want to water it down with water, yes, of course, Laura. So for the ones that are up close, I'm going to do a slightly different technique because I do want to retain some of that brightness of the white, especially on the bottom. What are you doing tomorrow, Belinda? Vicky. Good morning, Kathy. Thank you. That's good. I'm glad farts is good. All right, Kenny, enjoy your coffee. Hello, hello. Okay, for the glow around, oh wait, I missed this guy. See, you can see the pink really well there. So now for the ones that are closer to us that I want to give more, I want to leave some of that yellow. I'm going to just do the glow just around the edges here and avoid the white. But this brightens up the sky and dulls down the edge of the lanterns, which is having a nice like impressionist type of effect. And the trick with this is just to not do too straight strokes, if that makes sense. Make them more organic by kind of swishing your brush around and dabbing in corners. Oh yeah, it's really glowy though. Such a pretty color. Oh my goodness. I would have never thought to pick up this color except for this canvas. When I saw it in the store, I was like, oh yes. And then it was so cheap too. I think it was like $3 or something for a whole tube of acrylic. It's like, oh yes, you're coming home with me, little pink tube of paint. Actually, let's fix a little. Oh, thank you, Kate. Yeah, Vicky, it's in the Color Your Dreams coloring book by Thomas Kinkade. I love that book, so I'll probably be doing, I don't really like how fussy some of the line work is, so I'll probably be doing most of that book in acrylic paintings like this. So I'll probably do another one. I just gotta figure out which one. But yep, I'm really happy that this one was the one we're doing because I love it. I love the movie and I love this particular scene from the movie too. No, thank you. Oh, it's funny how awful it looks on camera though, guys. Oh my gosh, it looks totally different. Oh, it's not even coming up the same way. Alright, well, I'll definitely have to take a photo of this. I don't know what's with my camera. Yeah, Kate, but it looks like washed out, like it's totally flashed out on camera. Maybe let's zoom out and see if you can see it more true to color. It's like, no, it's not really the right color at all. Wish I knew why it did that. Huh. I'm just looking at, wow, it's, huh. I don't know why it's not coming up, but like this color, this bright pink, yeah, wow, it's not like, the camera can't understand what's happening. It's actually more bright than that in person. Oh well, whoa, hello. Well, thank you. I think it looks better in person though, which is frustrating. Like if you guys know, if you've had that experience where you do something and then you look at it on camera, it's like, no, that doesn't look great. Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. That's okay. Yeah, the camera doesn't get it. It's just, like, guys, that pink looks almost fluorescent. Like, so bright. I'll have to take a photo with, or scan it. I'll figure out a way to make it on camera the right way. But it's almost like a fluorescent pink. But it's so pretty. It's not like a bad fluorescent. I don't know how to explain. So some of these white spots are just a little too bright, so I mixed in some yellow. Whoop. Fix up that edge there. We'll come back to him. Yeah, it's really hard. Sometimes the camera just doesn't like it. Yeah, Belinda, I don't enhance my stuff either. I try and show you guys as real to life as possible, but sometimes it's literally impossible to get it perfect on the camera, and I don't know why it does that or how to fix it. But I'm hoping, I know the DSLR gets better photos, at least for me, than my cell phone camera, which is what I'm using now. So hopefully when I switch over to that, it'll be a little easier. But it is tricky, guys. Those of you who don't stream, thank you so much for understanding. And those of you who do stream, you know what I'm talking about. So tricky. But that's okay. We'll get through it anyway. Yeah, I will, Adria. I'll definitely, and I've taken photos throughout the process too, so on my Insta you guys will see like a progression. And I did take some video too, like some time-lapse video when I was doing this. But the light was so bad last night while I was working on it. I was working on it while I was watching like a couple of streamers last night. I was at Belinda's, I went to Tanya's, so I was painting while I was watching. So I wasn't really paying super close attention. I'll have to watch it. Yeah, Vicky. I don't know why they have such trouble, the cameras, to figure out how things work. But, alright. I want to put some glow on the bridge. But I don't want them, I'm trying to decide. I don't want them to be that pink glow. I kind of want it to be, I want the background to be super monochromatic to make those stand out. So I'm going to do a little artistic liberty here and use just a light blue here. So what I'm going to do is first I give a bright spot of that color to just right around the outside of these little lights, and then let that set for a minute, and then what's going to happen is it's going to start drying, and when it starts drying, right now it's sort of wet, when it starts drying you can kind of push it out with a dry brush and make a transparent glow with it. So this is an opaque color now. So you can make a transparent glow with any color, whether it be transparent like the other one, which makes it easy, or an opaque color just by dry brushing a less saturated, like a less globby bit. I don't know how to explain, but basically you're thinning it out by just pressing it around until it gives you the look you're looking for. Okay, and then to give the effect more meaning, I'm also going to put some white right on the bridge, right under that light there for each one. I figured if I'm gonna do the background, I would save the lighting effects for you guys, since that's the trickiest stuff, but when you actually see it done, it's not really that tricky. Oop. Except if you have a big blob of paint there. Okay, I'll fix that. More here. Okay. Oh, hi, Faithful. Bye, Faithful. Yeah, have a happy Friday. Yep. Don't text and drive, though. Don't hurt yourself on my account. Oh, Belinda, post what? I'm sorry, I missed that. I didn't post this yet. I've just been taking photos of it as I go along. I'll do it, when it's finished is when I usually post it on my lauracolorstoo account. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, it looks so different in person. I don't like looking at it on the screen. Okay, well that's alright. It's okay, Laura. I also have this little thing here. Let's zoom in for this because it's a lot of little detail in this little spot. Can you guys see this okay? That's too much. There we go. So this little light here, this little lantern, let's fix up this area because it's kind of messy right now. Bothering me. No problem. Okay, so we have, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to get rid of it. So we have like a lot of stuff converging right on this little spot. So I'm just going to simplify it. So that way, see, the nice thing about acrylics is once I get the page kind of covered, I don't really feel the need to follow the line art anymore if I don't want to. I feel like it's a lot more freeing than just following really closely. Like, this page is going to look so different from the Thomas Kinkade book, but that's okay with me. Like, you don't have to copy his work. They just give it as an example. So if you want to diverge from what the book does, there's nothing wrong with that. So do your own thing if you want to. But it's nice they give it there in case you do want to just follow with his painting too. So it's gives you kind of an option. But I find that a lot of people just like copy it because it's there. You don't have to do that. If you don't want to, you can do your own thing. Alright, that's starting to look less blotchy. So I'm painting behind it first, and then I'm going to paint the actual object. I tend to work that way for the most part with everything because it's just a lot easier, I find. Give some detail in this bridge here. Oh, am I off? Okay. And then this guy, let's see, I think I'll put some little highlights right here on the water. Oh wait, am I off camera? I'm sorry. Hi, Leslie. Yeah, Adri. I rarely ever follow tutorials myself, but I tend to change coloring pages quite a lot too. I don't know why I do that. I mean, no disrespect to the illustrators when I do that. I just think because I'm used to doing my own thing for so long, I do tend to change it. Now, there are some exceptions, like my Crayola page, I didn't do any changes to the line work. That is just exactly how Emily Linda Hall Oberg drew it, which is not always the case, but I tried. Let's just fix this guy here. There we go. Oh, and look, the little chameleon guy. I forgot about him. We've got to do. Well, I'm just not going to be able to finish this today, but what I'll do is just to, in the spirit of the colorathon, I'll just keep working on it on camera when I can, and that way you guys can see at least most of the process. Okay, so I put a bright white in there. I'll let it set for a minute or so. Hi, Jo Beth. Hi, Shell. Hi, Karen. Oh, we got some new people filing in. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Oh, hi, Joey. I missed you. Sorry. Yeah, guys, if you're talking to me, put it in all caps, because I'm not super good with that, so I miss stuff if I don't see it. I don't want to miss you, though. But if I did miss anybody, I didn't mean to. I still love you. Hello, hello. So thanks for coming. Okay. So with the white, I tend to glaze in layers, but let's put a little shimmer of that white on the boat thingy, majiggy, whatever that is, the little thing that curls under. And I'll do, to make sure I'm in camera, I'll do some of the same, because these lanterns are going to cast a bright glow. So I'm always thinking about the light. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm looking for the right values there with the light. So that way, when I go back in with the color later, it's like an under glazing technique, sort of, where I did most of the values, like you'll see, here, I'll show you. So the values that I have down here, this is going to be grass, and clearly it's still blue, but I painted how dark I wanted it to be. So that way, okay, Mia, thanks for joining us. I can talk today. So yeah, what I did is, I just painted it with really, really dark blue, and then I'll go over it with some greens later. But I really want those greens to be so subtle that I would rather paint it with the blue, the same blues that I use in the background. Same with this. This is going to be a brown boat, just like the movie, but I painted it a dark blue, just to give it the same overall atmospheric effect. And then when I go and paint in just a little bit of brown here and there, it'll still look brown, but it'll have that overall atmosphere of the entire piece. So that's a trick for you if you're trying to do a very atmospheric piece, just to make sure to kind of work on the values first in the color scheme, and then worry about the color detail later. Alright, take care, Mia. Bye. Okay. What else did I only have a little bit of time left. So let's see, what should I do? Hi, Joey. Thank you. I really wanted to get to the people, but I still have so much to do back here. Maybe I should work on the bridge. I have so much to do behind him, I can't really start him. I did like his vest because I saw, when I was watching the movie, I saw the color of his vest and I was using that color, so I just, you can see I just did like a transparent layer. I did that with her hair too, just to like a base coat. Yeah, let's work on the bridge since, oh, I'm so sorry you sprained your wrist, Karen. Don't worry, I don't mind if people lurk. I lurk sometimes in other people's videos. If I'm busy working or, yep, I just appreciate the support and that you're here, and don't worry, you don't have to chat if you're hurt. Take it easy, sit back, relax, grab some popcorn and eat it with your non-hurt hand. Your good hand. Guys, I can talk today. That's fine. It's good. It's good. It's good. Gosh. So I'm just going to create more contrast in this bridge back here. I see the chat happening. Hold on, I'll be right with you guys. If you're talking to me, if you're not talking to me, then don't worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna actually fill this in with this color and then come back in with the lights because I think that'll be an easier strategy. Ooh, hungry tummy. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I did. Okay. The thief with the heart of gold. He's such a fun character. Alright. There we go. That's a little bit more color I'm after. No, I'm not at all, Loretta. My hand is okay, Faithful. Belinda, Faithful. Oh my goodness. My hand is okay. I had it in my brace last night, so it's okay. I had a twinge of issue earlier in the week, and it was bothering me, so I just stopped. I was going to be painting on this throughout the week, but I just stopped working on any artwork just to give myself a break. So it was the right move because now this morning it's okay. So that's good. Yeah, don't worry. I know how to take care of it, which is good. Oh, thank you, Karen. Yeah. Yeah, rest is the best thing. If your hands are hurting you, just rest. But I have this thing here. I'll show you. It's like so it's a brace that you can get at just any old, pharmacy, and it's meant specifically for carpal tunnel. And I wear this when I sleep and just when I'm not doing anything that requires like drawing or anything like that. But it just immobilizes your whole wrist, which is right here is where it generates from. So if you have hand troubles and you're suffering, go do yourself a favor. This is like about 20 bucks, and I get so much use out of it. You can throw it in the washing machine. You just can't dry it, but I just hang it up to dry. Yeah, anything works. I just got what was available to me. At the time, I just needed it because I had carpal tunnel, and I was like, and that's what the doctor recommended. He's like, well, I can give you this one here that costs $50, or you can go to the pharmacy and buy one for $20. And I was like, I'll go to the pharmacy and buy one for $20. So he's cool like that. He doesn't rip you off. Some doctors will just charge you for it and say this is what you're going home with, but he's cool. I've had him my whole life. He's like my family doctor. And I'm sad because he'll be retiring soon, and I feel kind of lost because, like, if you've been going to the same doctor your whole entire life, then what do you do? Like, I don't know. It's just going to be really weird, like, going to somebody different. Like, this is the guy who, like, treated me for chickenpox when I was, like, 6 years old. You know, like, he diagnosed my asthma when I was a kid. So, yeah, it's weird. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Loretta. Yeah, I'm not feeling 100% either. Yeah, mine has a metal brace in it too. It's just hidden in this thingy, but this is very rigid. This is the Ace brand. It's just like the stuff you get at the pharmacy. This here is super rigid and you can't move it. So, yeah, Adria, I don't know what I'm gonna do because it's like, it's important, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. I'll figure it out. So, but yeah, seeing the same doctor your whole life, that's a, you know, I guess I feel lucky that I was able to do that and that he was a good doctor. So, I'll figure it out. He's not retiring for, I think, another 2 years, so I have a little time to find somebody new, but not much. I'm gonna find somebody young, though, so that way I don't have to do this again. I know that sounds ageist, but I don't like this whole process of trying to find a doctor. It's nothing to do about the actual, like, age of the person, because I actually love my elder doctor. He's like a grandpa to me, you know? But, I just don't want to go through this process anymore. Aw, that's a shame, Loretta. Belinda, it's not fair. Sorry. You guys are great. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming to my live stream. And don't forget, there is coloring all weekend long. Disney, 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 guys. So at the end of this video, I'll put a link to the rest of the stream so that way you can catch the next guys. And I'll be attending today. I do have to work today, but I'll be attending while I'm working. And I'll be on as much as I can throughout the weekend. I do have a busy weekend, but I tried to block tomorrow afternoon off so that way I could catch some people, and also probably be able to catch Sunday night. But I you know, I didn't want to cancel. Like, every Saturday morning I have plans with my mom. We go on a walk together. I don't really like to cancel that because it's the only quality time I have to spend with my mom. So, and we catch up on the week and talk to each other, and it's just really good for us. So I didn't want to cancel that. And then Sunday is the only day I get to see my boyfriend for any extended extended period of time. So, again, didn't want to cancel with him, but I will be here and I will watch everything back as much as I can. Yeah, Vicky, my mom and I are really close. Actually, my whole family is really close. But, oh, thank you, Belinda. Yeah, Rochelle, there's something about the trust that you have with your first ever primary care physician, which I feel like I'm gonna struggle with the next one, which is a shame because I don't want to be that way, you know, like I don't want to give my next doctor a hard time or anything, but like when you've been seeing the same dude the whole time and he's like a kind old man who like treats you like family and like, you know, he knows me by my first name without looking at my chart, you know, like that kind of doctor. Like I come in, he doesn't even look at the paper. He goes, "Hi, Lori, how you doing?" And like, and he goes, you know, like, "How's your cat?" You know, like he knows me. So that's something that I probably will have trouble finding somewhere else. But at the same time, I'll give the new doctor a chance, of course. But it's hard. Like I've been searching for a new doctor, and I'm really not happy about it. It's tough. It's tough, guys. It's tough to trust new people like that. You know, Belinda, it's funny you say that. I haven't been to McDonald's, I don't know, in like 20 years. That's funny. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't really go there, but that's alright. Everybody has their thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been like 20. Oh no, I'm wrong. I lied. It's been about nine and a half years because we had McDonald's on the way out to Bonneville when I was with Mark. We took a road trip all the way across the country, and I remember there was a rest stop and the only spot was McDonald's, so we had, I think I had like a chicken sandwich or something. I can't even remember what I got. So I did have some a while ago. That's the last time. Yeah, you can get, Loretta, there's what's the name of that app? DoorDash or something? You can get stuff delivered that don't have delivery people that work there, if that makes sense. I think that's the name of it. I haven't used that in a long time either. I mostly cook at home because I'm cheap. I don't want to spend money on food. I want to spend money on art stuff. So most of my money goes to art supplies, books. Not so much the food. I spend money on Abby's food. I spend more on her food than my food. That's so funny. But yeah, I find that if I just have enough like fresh fruit and veg and some bread and you know, the basics, I can live off of that easy. I don't need anything fancy. It's so funny. I would rather live like a college kid and have a lot more art stuff. Mm-hmm. um, and I don't mind cooking. I'm not the best cook, but I'm not horrible either. So I don't mind cooking too bad. Especially if I have a recipe, then I can do pretty well. Let's just extend this over. Okay, so now I want to work. Yeah, I love peanut butter. Oh my gosh, I get this organic stuff that's, you know how like some peanut butter is processed and like this stuff, the oil goes to the top and you have to mix it in. It's that like, it's just, the ingredients are peanuts, period. That's it. I love this stuff. It's from Trader Joe's. And I can eat that straight out of the jar by the spoonful. I seriously, no lie, like I do that. It's so bad, but it's so good. So good. I try not to eat too much of it though, because I know it's very fattening. But I don't know that it doesn't need anything else. I can I eat it on apples sometimes too, but I honestly, most of the time I just eat it straight from the jar. I just take a fresh spoon, get a big blob, and put it back in its cover. Oh man. I haven't tried Nutella, Karen, and I don't want to because I think I might get hooked, and I think I'd be better off with peanut butter. Yeah, Azure, I don't have a whole lot of space in my kitchen. I have a very small little kitchen, so I don't have any space for a bread machine. But if I did, I would. What I do is I just buy organic whole wheat bread from the store. Yeah, but I like I said, I don't have like a bread machine or anything. Hi, Darla. And also my oven is really old, so I don't get precise temperatures. Most of the time, I cook stuff that doesn't need precise temperature. I'm limited to what I've got. I love rice and corn too, Adri. Those are really, really nice. I thought for bread to rise, I thought you needed a whatchamacallit thingy. My friend has one and I can't think of the name of it. You know, the thing where you let it rest and get really big and poofy? She's got one of those things. She calls it her bread machine. I don't know what it is. But I don't have any counter space for that. I don't know where I'd put it. But yeah, more than anything, baking is tricky. Like, I'll make cakes at my mom's house because it needs good, precise, even temperature, and my oven is really, really old. So I can cook things like casseroles, which don't need precise temperatures throughout the baking process. I also cook things like fish in there and things like that. But as far as like baking, where it has to be precise to get the right texture, I would prefer to do that stuff at my mom's place because it's really kind of tricky without a. Yeah, Vicky, I love pretzels. Again, don't do a whole lot of baking though in my house. Yeah, Leslie. Well, Abby has severe allergies to most foods, so she eats rabbit and duck and lamb and turkey. Those are her main protein sources. So, I mean, just by listening to that list, you know it's expensive. She's Take care, Adri. Thanks for coming. Oh, okay, Joey, I didn't know that. Cool. Well, if I ever feel like making bread at my mom's, I will. I'll do it that way. I still think they'll probably need precise oven temperatures. Like I cooked a cake in my oven and I'm really actually very good at baking, but it didn't come out right. It was too spongy, or it was a funny texture. And it was at the correct amount of time and everything that it should have been the right temperature. But the thing is like if the oven temperature varies slightly throughout the baking process, then it gives a funny texture. So I have a feeling bread will be similar. But I can cook it at my mom's house. She has a nice oven. I just rent this apartment, so I'm not going to go out and buy a new oven. Not really in the cards. But I make do very well with what I have. I do make casseroles all the time because they're really nice for reheating. And my stovetop is great, so I cook a lot on the stovetop. But it is what it is. Cool. Yeah, Philip, my oven, I've checked my oven with a thermometer as well, and I set it at one temperature and I check it several times and it's vastly different between checking. So it's a funny, like, it's not a steady temperature. And the thing is my oven is from the late 80s, so there's just no fixing it. Like, it's not, I mean, it looks like it's actually from the 50s, but I think it's from the 80s. It's a vintage oven, guys. So we work with what we've got. Okay, the bridge is starting to come together a little bit better. Yeah, Azure, I'm not really sure what the issue is. Most likely it's a gasket or even like just a seal somewhere in the back of the oven. But yeah, I rent this place. I'm not a homeowner, so there's, like I said, there's not much I can do. If I complain to the landlord about it, my rent will go up, so I'm leaving it alone. If I need to bake a cake, I go to my mom's house, which is probably better for me anyway, because at my other apartment where I had a really nice oven, I was baking cakes and cookies all the time, so it's probably better I don't have a good oven. I have lost weight from just not doing that as much, so. Oh my goodness, guys. But I do make a mean birthday cake. Really, really good. And I like decorating them. I'm not as good as like those fancy pro bakers, but I do love decorating cakes, so that is something I really enjoy. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't draw this one. I can't take credit for that. So, this here is from the Disney Thomas Kinkade's book. Oh, thanks, Belinda. I think I have a lag. So this is the page. So you can see, I just took the line art and just put it right on the canvas. Let's see. Oh, take care, Joey. Have a great day at work. Thanks for coming. Crispy bacon. Ah. Charcoal bacon. Yeah, I can have some of that. Okay. Oh, Prisma, I'm probably not going to be working in, I try and jump around and work in different books. I don't actually have any plans to do any more in this book this month coming up because I have so many other pages that I have scheduled, but I will put it on my list. Here, hold on, here's the tutorial request. Mickey page. Thomas Kinkade. Okay. You're on the list. I don't know when I'll get to it, but it is there. That was actually a page that I was gonna, the Fantasia one where he's, this page here. That was one I was thinking about doing for this tutorial of this guy. So yeah, I can do this page at some point. It was one of the ones that I had you guys vote on. A snack sounds good. I'll definitely have some breakfast after the stream. Blueberry, banana, and chocolate. Oh my gosh, guys, you're making me hungry. Oh man. Okay. Where was I? I don't even remember what I was doing now. The bridge, maybe? Yeah, he looks like he needs some more work still. Sure. Yep, I'll put a link to the schedule in the chat as we finish up here, just in a couple of minutes. Just so you can go on to the next. And I will meet you there shortly after I get some breakfast. I'm pretty hungry. You guys are making me hungry. I'm blaming you, but it's really actually me. Alright, we're good. That's getting there. And I'm zoomed out only because I'm jumping around a lot. It's tough for me to stay in one spot while I'm painting. I don't know why. I've always sort of been like that when I'm painting. I don't know why I do that. Ooh, kitty hair. Sorry. This is acrylic. Yeah, this is just all acrylic. At the beginning of the show, I showed all of my paints that I was using, that I used to palette with. But yeah, I'm using these here. I don't know if you guys can see them. But so I'm using 4 different blues, 3 different pinks, and 2 yellows. And I'll put a in the description below after the video is over, I will put a list of those colors for you guys. No, don't be sorry for the questions. Oh, sure. Here, Belinda, I can do it. I don't know if the links will work for you, but here we go. Here's the link for the next stream. And then, for the blending of the art, well, see, this is how I do it at first. And you guys can see in a different stream earlier, I think about a week ago, I was working on it. So first what I'll do is do a light transparent, so I water it down with some water, do a transparent base coat of the general area. No problem, Kate. Have a great day. I think it catches. Yeah, Leslie, I think it is kind of normal. So what I'll do is I'll do just a basic layer first, just to get the white of the canvas covered and away, because that bothers me. You can see it here too. I just threw some yellow down. But then with her dress, last night I was putting a few more coats on, so I just layer and layer and layer until it kind of gets the opacity that I want. As far as like the sky up here, at the end there you can see I was actually using a lot of thick paint. So really the way that you get rid of the lines is just by painting it over it until it disappears. So that's, you got it, guys. Hello, Arlene. No, I won't use pencil over top of this. This I'll show you guys. It's got like a shine to it once it's thick. So you guys can see the texture. I did that with a palette knife, so it's really thick. Now the areas where I didn't use a lot of thick paint, like I watered it down, are a little more matte. But I still feel like I'll probably just stick with acrylics on this guy and just finish it out with acrylic paint. Any other questions? But you could use pencil over top, especially if you use, where did I put that? If you use a paint like this, which is much more matte, this is the type of paint that Dee Dee uses when she does her mixed media pieces. You can color over it. Oh, don't be scared. What's great is, you know, if you mess it up, you don't have to show anybody. So don't ever be scared to experiment with something. There's a lot of experiments I've done over the past couple years, which you guys haven't seen. And I don't feel any pressure to show everything I do because at the end of the day, the art that you create is between you and yourself. So we share what we love, and if you're not happy with something, don't be upset or embarrassed or hard on yourself. Nobody's perfect. Even the best artists make mistakes. So you know, don't feel any pressure if you're experimenting or trying something new to share it with anybody. It can be just a private experiment, and that way, if it takes the pressure off, if something goes wrong, you know, just put it away and no harm, no foul. But the only way that you learn is by doing things. Hi, babe. Everybody, this is Mark, my boyfriend. Thanks for stopping by, babe. Thank you. Yeah, Leslie, there's no need to show your embarrassments. I have plenty of my own, don't worry. Love you too, babe. Thanks for popping in. TGIF. Alright, so we're wrapping up here. Does anybody have any other questions before we go? Philip. I don't know what to tell you. I definitely see him. Oh, that's a good idea, Faithful. I didn't think to ask him. I'm sure he's getting a lot of questions like that. No, thank you, Beth Ann. Love you guys too. Thanks, babe. Have a great day of work. He's just popping in right before work. Yeah, Philip, are you on Top Chat? You could be on Top Chat. Alright, nobody has any other questions for me? I'm just making sure. We've got 5 minutes left of the stream. Thank you, Shannon. Aw, that's great, Prisma. Thank you so much, Belinda. So what I'll do is, because I really wanted to do the characters on screen for you guys, what I'll do is I'll just keep working on this as much as I can on camera, so that way we can just keep going together. Thank you so much, Vicky. Thank you for organizing this. It's been so much fun. Okay, babe. Have a great day at work. Oh, sure, Belinda. You want to... Here we go. There you go. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Bethan. You got it. I had a lot of fun too, and I'm sorry about my voice. I can tell it's going now. Okay, have a good nap, Louise. Thank you, Alana. Oh, good. Thank you. Thanks, Belinda. Belinda, I'll just leave you a mod because you're so helpful. Okay. Thank you for coming, Leslie. Thank you, CB. Don't forget to email me if you haven't already. And congrats again. So that'll be great. Okay. Oh, sure. Well, thank you for helping me, Belinda. um, let's see. Did I miss anybody else? Okay, guys. I'm going to take off so that way we can all migrate over to Pat's stream. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you had fun. And I'll keep going on this, and I will post more on YouTube and Instagram when it's done. So yep, there she is so far. And before we go, oh, thank you. Before we go, we'll just show. Oh, there's my paint water. Don't drink that. Little kitty sleeping. Ooh. She's so well behaved. Oh, sorry, Abby. I woke you up. She's so well behaved. She sits right next to me while I paint. Hey, you're okay, cutie. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. We just wanted to show you cute little face. Aww. Alright, bye everybody. Abby says goodbye. She's mad I woke her up. Alright. Thank you, Heather. Thank you all for coming. Alright. Bye. Love ya.